Hello there, and welcome to Let's Talk Sport on YouTube. And today it's a very special day. This is our very first ever W Series race watch along. I'm delighted to be joined by Jack Price. I'm Jamie Davis, and you're probably wondering, W Series, what is that? So basically, W Series has been around since 2019. We've seen one season of it already, and this is its second ever season. But the reason why today and this weekend in general here in Austria, it's a very, very historic day because this is the first time we are seeing a female racing series being on the same calendar as Formula One and using the same track on the same weekend. So it is fantastic lineup for any of those fans who are in Spielberg this weekend to watch, and for us TV viewers at home. Absolutely fantastic. A big mark for female racing in the world of motorsport. So if you're wondering who qualified where, we've got the leaderboard on our screen. We are trying to look for a live leaderboard to show you, but we can't find one at the moment. So hopefully we can find one during the race. But if not, we will keep you up to date. And of course, let us know on our live poll, on our live chat page. Do vote for who you think's going to win. Let's currently go through it in just a moment. We've got Powell at 27%, Belén Garcia at 16%, and only 1% of you have said more. And of course, we couldn't add more drivers on the poll, so we gave you the fourth option of other. And do let us know in the live chat page who you think will win today. That's 55% at the moment. Jack Price. This was your idea to do watch-alongs on the W Series as well as the F1 and MotoGP. But how are you finding it? Because we can be honest, can't we? We've never really watched W Series before. We know the likes of Jamie Chadwick and Garcia are competing, but we're just like most people. We're new to this, and hopefully it will prove to be a very exciting race.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's like you said, fundamental that it's the same race weekend as the Formula One. 8 races this season. Obviously, the first 2 being the Styrian and the Austrian Grand Prix, the same time that the Formula One's there. I think it's a great idea. And a great unity that both F1 and the W Series have come together to do this and have it at the same time. Hopefully, great more coverage as well for the motorsport, for the women's sport as well. So yeah, absolutely great. Like I said, they're going through the starting grid now. Alice Powell and Sarah Moore, 2 Brit drivers, 1 and 2. Obviously, we don't know any of the teams, but Belén Garcia as well, the Spanish driver, in 3rd. We've got Visser at Kimmerleinen. I keep thinking that's Kovalainen, but it's not. It's Kimmerleinen in 5th. Jessica Hawkins as well, 6th. Marta Garcia in 7th. Jamie Chadwick only 8th yesterday. A disappointing performance for her. Volvind in 9th. Agren in 10th. Apologies if we're butchering some of the names on this, but obviously we're still getting new to this. Tomaselli in 11th. Abby Eaton, who was on the Grand Tour, the TV series on Amazon Prime, she's in 12th as well. So we're just going to go through some of the main running orders. Like I said, that we are, like Jamie said, new to this. I watched a couple of them in 2019. Disappointingly, obviously there wasn't any for 2020 last year, but they're coming into the sport now. So yeah, it'll be. It'd be interesting to see actually how this goes. We're not sure how many laps it is, so obviously I'll have to get the lap count out as well. I've put 30
As
laps
a last
down.
minute.
Yeah, I put 30 laps down, but we're not sure actually how many this is. So hopefully it's going to come up on the screen in a minute to tell me how many I've got to put on the board. So let's just wait and see while all the cars are out on grid now. But yeah, interesting. I'm looking forward to this, and obviously we've got quite a few people joining us as well. So thank you very much for joining us on this live stream for the W Series race. We'll obviously try and keep an eye on all the chat page as well if anyone's putting any notes on there. But they're just starting the formation lap now.
If you haven't yet as well, folks, if you enjoy your motorsport, we're doing the Formula One and MotoGP races tomorrow, so do join us for them as well. And if you haven't yet, do subscribe to the channel. We're quite a young channel, so we appreciate your support. And of course, check out Jack Price's Pole Position podcast. You're probably wondering what the logo is on the top of your screen. So that is Jack's dedicated Formula One podcast. He updates that channel very regularly. Let's just say he enjoys the fact of George Russell going to Mercedes at the moment.
Yeah, and I got a lot of comments and a lot of dislikes. People were saying it was clickbait. It was like, well, it's not, because
no, it's not. It's an actual rumor. So
yeah. So ultimately, I think it's the possibility that it will be sorted out, but before the summer as well. I think the way George Russell performed again in qualifying today, I'm not spoiling it for Jamie, but another great performance considering he's in a Williams. So yeah, I think it's a definite possibility possibility. They're still not showing how many laps this race is going to be. Come on, tell
No,
me.
it just says formation lap. Tell us.
Tell me.
Yeah, it's a lovely day in Spielberg, but
It is.
it's very rarely that we see a worse day really in terms of the weather.
Yeah.
And they've already got team radio on PAL. Not sure what's being said, but it looks as though I'm sure it's just a few things to check with the car before the start of the race. I do think as well though with Spielberg, I can't remember the last time we've had bad weather there in terms of the F1. This is the only time I've ever watched outside of W Series. Of course, the F1's taking place there tomorrow. Who got pole position, Jack? Because I didn't see the.
Do you want me to say?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so it was Verstappen got pole. Lewis Hamilton was second. Bottas was third, but obviously he's. I think actually was Bottas second, but obviously he's got a free place penalty. So basically, or free place grid penalty. So it's basically Verstappen, Hamilton, and Norris, the top three.
Oh, where did Perez go?
Perez was fifth. He only just got into Q2, Jamie. It was a bit of a
His
shocker.
qualifying is always terrible.
Yeah, so that was a bit of a shocker. Esteban Ocon was the only major one out in Q1 as well. George Russell finishes P11, so great choice for him with tyre strategy in the position of P11 tomorrow as well. So, hopefully
Absolutely.
Good stuff for the race tomorrow as well. So obviously, look forward to that. They're still on the formation lap. The one thing actually I wanted to point out in regards to the W Series as well was the way yesterday in qualifying, it wasn't any of these issues with the tyres. I can't remember which tyre company they're using for this, but they just kept going round and round the circuit. There was no issues with tyre warm-up. They didn't have to keep changing their tyres. It was literally just they were going round and just making sure lap by lap that they were putting in the lap times in. So I'm not sure what tyre company they're using for this, but it was a good job from that.
Hopefully not Pirelli.
Any Pirelli, yeah.
In case people are wondering, there are 9 teams with 2 drivers each. So it's nearly the same as F1, just one team short.
Yeah.
Well, here we go then. We've got Alice Powell, Sarah Moore at the front row for Great Britain. Can one of them lead to the first ever W Series F1 weekend win? We're just waiting for the lights out here. They still haven't shown the laps. That's all right. They'll show it at lights out, I hope. It'd be better than the live leaderboard that's not online.
Yeah.
Which I can't find at the moment. Anyway, here we go then. Waiting for the lights. Come on, get those lights on. You're making it awkward for the both of us.
Come on, there we go.
Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, and away they go. Here they go. All the green lights are flashing behind as well, and there she goes, Alice Powell.
Oh, look at that at the back. It's slow at the back, yeah.
Oh my word, they're incredibly slow at the back. Oh dear. Alice Powell with an absolute clean turn, no problem there. No, one of them's gone off the track, one of the green cars, but it's quite a slow.
It's not the stream connection. It is literally the cars aren't obviously as fast as Formula One. Annoyingly, I can see on the timing screens they're not doing it by lap. They're doing it by 30-minute timer, which is just scuppered my whole lap thing altogether. So that's really annoying.
I should have known.
So apologies for that. I'll try and update it every time they actually cross the line, but they're doing it by 30-minute timer. So I'll try and keep update on the actual laps, but maybe I should just do lap 1 and lap 2 because otherwise that's just going to scupper it. But,
so I mean, we'll keep you updated. It's 29 minutes now, but yeah, we again, as we said, we are quite new to this compared to our F1 and MotoGP. We got a few comments in. Podrevi Krishna said, "First race, I'm looking forward to it." Natalie H says, "Way to spoil the F1 quali." We do apologise.
Jamie did ask. I'm really sorry.
I did ask. That was my fault. Sorry, Natalie. John Harris says, 2019, the races were by time, not by number of laps. But now we know.
Yeah, I wish I'd seen that earlier.
Riddler Gaming says it's hand cooked tyres.
Oh, right, okay.
That's interesting, because Hankook are quite well known. I didn't know they did racing though, to be honest. Catherine Gay says, "How can you watch from the UK?" It's on More 4, which is one of Channel 4's channels. Anyway, it's 28 minutes to go. Power leading, More second. And we've got Garcia third at the moment. So nothing's changed at the front. Oh, there's a spin. There goes one of them. And I think it might be Chadwick. I think it is. It's Jamie Chadwick.
Wow, that was not a great qualifying performance. And that's definitely not good at all if that is Jamie Chadwick.
I'm not sure if she made. I think she did make contact with someone behind her. Either way, we had. Oh, it's a green flag already, so the track is clear. I wonder if she's. I think she's come back out. I'm not sure. My stream at the moment's been a bit freezy, so I do apologise for you, Jack.
It's
Um,
okay.
but I do see those yellow cars thinking it's the Jordans.
Yeah. Obviously, if people are watching this, we are going to get better as we go through the actual year in terms of the teams and the drivers and everything and the layout of the. But it's brand new, obviously, new drivers for 2021 as well compared to 2019 as well. So a bit of a different lineup. So hopefully we'll get a little bit better into this as we go as well. But yeah, let's have a look. Is this the replay on Jamie Chadwick?
Yeah, I think it is, even though my stream has just paused for a moment. Let's have a look. Yeah. It's right behind her. That was
who was that?
Well, it was definitely Chadwick, but I'm not sure who it was behind her. They're not revealed that.
Completely forgot to break there. Don't know if she was.
It's I'm just trying to figure out now because that is.
Was it Hawkins?
Might have been.
I'm just trying to think if Chadwick was still in 8th position at the time. Hawkins has moved up to 8th.
Yeah, Chadwick just on turn 1 there, so that's that probably might have scuppered her race there. So it's still Powell and Moore and Garcia in the top 3. Then we got Visser in 4th. Fastest lap has just gone towards Garcia there. She's from Spain originally, but currently a second point 1.
Oh,
I always say a minute by accident.
I've also messed the lap count up now. I have absolutely no idea where we are in terms
don't
of
worry.
laps.
Don't worry about that.
I mean, guys, everyone, I apologise for that. I should have known. Next race, we'll know it's a 30-minute countdown. But they're just showing at the race start again. Yeah, not really much change in terms of the order there. Oh, there was a bit of a coming together there on the first turn at the back of the grid there. I'm not sure who the two were there, but that was very close, wheel-to-wheel, 3 cars going into turn 1 there as they show the replay of
that. Sector 1 already fastest for Garcia, 22.9. 26 minutes to go. So, yeah, only half an hour of a race, and we've got one of our comments in saying that, I think it's from Greg Watts, saying previous race have been for a set time rather than a number of laps. Previously 30 minutes plus the 1 lap. So that makes sense.
It does. Thank you very much for letting us know. I wish I probably could have googled that actually, but I was hoping I could just do by lap count. But so Jamie Chadwick, I can see on the screen now, has just set the fastest lap, but obviously down in 16th position now. So overtook a couple of cars, but 5 seconds off the lead now, really, as it were. So this is going to be difficult with 24 minutes down to maybe get some her way back up the grid. But it's going to be interesting to see for Jamie Chadwick. Obviously, like I said, disappointing qualifying yesterday to start where she did, and obviously having this incident now, nothing to do, nothing, wasn't her fault. Just completely just got hit from behind there going into turn 1. But now in 16th position and with the fastest lap, but Powell still leading with Sarah Moore in second.
I think as well. Oh, sorry, my stream keeps pausing, so I'm not seeing much at the moment. There we go. But yeah, it was a very clean one, but it was a very slow approach, that turn 1.
Yeah.
I kept thinking it was my stream going slow. This isn't towards the drivers or anything, but it must be. I don't know, but the cars must clearly not be at the limitations that an F1 car has. It must be a lot lower the limitations.
Yeah, is it around F2? Maybe F3?
I think it's F3,
F3,
I have a feeling it's F3 because I read. Oh, and there, one of the cars couldn't move at all. I honestly thought it was just the car was so slow and that car didn't have the start it wanted.
It obviously got restarted again, but it was going very slow, wasn't it, at the beginning?
Yeah, it was. And of course, let's not forget they race in next weekend as well. So they're saying that incidents involving cars of Chadwick and Hawkins are under investigation after causing a collision.
Oh, I might have to try and keep a bit of commentary, Jamie, with the stream being a bit slow. But it looks like Hawkins is Oh, that's very close. I love this wheel-to-wheel racing in the W Series. Already, we're seeing cars so much closer than in the F1. By now, the top four
Yeah.
would have already gone, and you still obviously have the midfield and then the Haas and the Williams. But with the W Series, it is very close in terms of the racing as well now. So yeah, absolutely great to see. Jamie Chadwick getting her first warning for track limits as well. So something to be careful of for Jamie Chadwick as well.
I think, she's fastest lap with 24 minutes to go. So I'm not surprised though, because she won the W Series, didn't she, in 2019? So, but she's been a name known in F1 even before the W Series became a thing. So, Jamie Chadwick, I'm sure she still has the same ambition she has done in the past, which is to become the first female F1 racer. I don't know how that will happen. I hope, it would be amazing if she did it. Be a big task for her to do it though.
Yeah, well,
I think if she continues winning these, then it proves solvent.
Yeah, absolutely. Jamie Chadwick obviously has an affiliation with Williams. Jessica Hawkins obviously was at the Baku Grand Prix as a representative for Aston Martin as well. So it's great to see that the W Series drivers are already getting into the teams of the Formula One area as well. So yeah, absolutely great. I mean, I'm just seeing now that Powell, who's still in the lead, it has set the fastest lap as well, and now 2 seconds away from Sarah Moore. So Powell starting to sort of edge that gap out now in first position. So yeah, great so far. And the two Scuderias of Moore and Garcia really fighting it out for second and third place as well. So yeah, getting really wide on that yellow curb there for Garcia. So lost a bit of time to Moore there. So I don't know if Jamie, if you want to do, while I've got the other screen up for the stream, if maybe you want to see if restarting the stream from your side, or maybe just having it just to see if it helps. Yeah.
Might have to. You carry on.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
It looks like, so it was Hawkins and Chadwick on that first turn that saw Chadwick spin off. It looks like it's being investigated after the race. Now, that does annoy me sometimes when the stewards do that, because obviously it's affected Chadwick already, so surely you'd want to help it out in the race. So I think it's a bit annoying when they say, it will be investigated after the race, because, what's going to happen to Jamie Chadwick now if she can't get into the points? Well, it's not really going to make much of a difference to her race. So that's a little bit of annoying. Garcia again, she's another one that's got track limits, her first warning for track limits. Whoa, who's that? Number 97. Oh, this wheel-to-wheel racing is absolutely fantastic. I'm really hoping Jamie can get his the stream back up and working now. But yeah, look at the wheel-to-wheel racing that's going on.
Jack, I've just sent you a link to the live timing. It's on their website. It's finally popped up.
Come on.
If you want to set that up and I carry on commenting, that's up to you.
Okay.
Oh, Powell's got fastest in Sector 2 at 38.9. So she's currently the leader with Moore second and Garcia third. Don't worry, folks, the live leaderboard will be with us in just a moment. Some of you have asked where the race is being shown. It's being shown in the UK on More 4. It's not on Channel 4 today because the British and Irish Lions are on Channel 4 today, since they're against Japan before they go on that South Africa tour next month, which we'll be doing watch-alongs for. So do join us for them next month. Three big test matches against South Africa in the British and Irish Lions tour. Anyway, Powell first, fastest lap at the moment, 18 minutes to go or so. Moore second, Garcia third, Visser fourth. Jamie Chadwick down to 16th, if you're wondering, after she had a collision with one of the cars behind and has a penalty, as Jack mentioned. Currently a 2-second gap between Powell and Moore in the top two. But it's a lovely day here in Austria. It's been a lovely day for the F1 qualifying, especially. We won't say it anymore because we don't want to ruin it for any of you lot who haven't seen the F1 qualifying, but it was a beautiful day for someone who got pole position. That's what I can say.
Great.
Without giving it away. Currently looking at Marty and Tomaselli, 0.6 seconds between them. They're both 10th and 11th. And then, I mean, of course, one of the teams...
I'm getting an error connecting to data source for the updated live timing screen, so we may not be able to get any updated timing
I've got it. That's such a shame because I've got it here. Damn it.
You can help go through the order. Obviously, apologies, everyone, that it might not be able to go up on the screen. I'm getting error connecting to data source, so I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it's because so many people are logging onto the W Series to see the live timings. Maybe the website's crashed on their live timing screens. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I'm not unable to get it at the minute. So unfortunately,
Mine's working.
Is it still going on yours?
Still work. I've just refreshed it. It's still working.
Oh, damn it.
Actually, I wonder if they've got a countdown on theirs. No, I don't think they do.
Yeah, these may be out of date. Try refreshing the page. I am refreshing the page.
Powell and Moore at the moment, 2.2 seconds between them now for the top two. Powell looks very good, but either way, it's good to see two UK drivers at the front row. Of course, one day maybe we'll see George Russell join Lewis Hamilton in a Mercedes in a front row lockout between the two Union Jacks. It takes us back to the likes of Jenson Button and Lewis Hamilton together at McLaren for a British team as well. Oh, all right, some of you could say New Zealand because it's Bruce McLaren, but okay. Of course, the battle for 8 for the moment between Garcia and Kuriyama. Kuriyama's from Japan. And, of course, I think there was rumours that they were going to try and get the Japanese Grand Prix with W Series in the future. So that'd be good to see. Of course, I think it's 8 races in total for this year.
8 races, yeah.
All of them on an F1 weekend, so they're travelling with the F1 lot as well. Next weekend they'll be doing the same circuit, but just as the Austria Grand Prix.
Yeah, I had to make sure I got the wording right this time. This weekend, I was like, it's definitely the Styrian Grand Prix, isn't it? It's definitely the Styrian Grand Prix because obviously that's something they did last year, and I think obviously the 2 at Silverstone as well for the F1. It was the anniversary racing as well. So I'll just go through obviously, as Jamie's been mentioning, annoyingly I still can't get the live timing up, so apologies to everybody for that.
That's such a shame.
But Powell is still leading, still with the 2-second gap with just over 15 minutes to go. Still has the fastest lap as well for Powell as well. Sarah Moore in second place, 2.1 seconds off the lead as well. The 2 Scuderias still second and third with Belengar Seya in third as well. Visser fourth, Kimmerleinen in fifth as well. So the running order's not really changing now. I did say that it was close wheel-to-wheel racing, but they seem to have sort of spread out a little bit now. As soon as I've said that it's close racing, they seem to have, the gaps have started to build on that as well. So it looks like second warning for track limits for Abby Eaton as well from Race Control. So I think that's still the track limits that the people in Formula 1 have been looking out for as well, in terms of, is that 9 and 10? Yes,
yeah, that's what I'm seeing as well. Chadwick's trying to go up against our Dest at the moment. But I'm going to end the poll, folks. If you haven't voted yet, then you're missing out, because we've asked a lot of you, and a lot of you have responded. Over 154 of you voting towards our poll. And as you'd expect, Pal's gone up on the poll, being 27%. Garcia, 25%. Moore, 4%. And, of course, others, it's 44%. So I will now end that poll, and that is your results from the poll. For any of you asking where you can watch the race, in the UK, it's on More 4 today. Not Channel 4, but More 4. There's a few fans in the stands. They're probably there for the F1 as well, staying by to watch the W Series afterwards, which is quite good, Jack, because, I think you get more out of your ticket, actually, because the Saturday can be quite, quiet, because...
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't be that fussed about witnessing the third practice session. I'd be more just getting ready for qualifying. But I think when you've got a race straight after, that's pretty good going.
Yeah, I think so. I think when I went, well, it was 2013 now, I think the last time I went in terms of a race, but they had like the Porsche Super Cup there at the same time. So there obviously were a little bit of other racing going on a Saturday. But
Porsche Super Cup is great.
Yeah, yeah. And again, I think that's another good one to have in terms of the series. But I think having the actual race for the W Series on the same day, like you said, on the Saturday for qualifying for the F1, I think it's great, and full capacity it looks like at Silverstone, so it'd be great to have the full crowd watching the main race on the Saturday as well, when it comes round to the British Grand Prix. Obviously the first is that Garcia ran wide.
It is. Yeah.
What still happened there? If that was an instant, gone all the way down now. Jamie Chadwick's past her. Oh no, hang on, no, the time screen's gone back up. She's still 9th. But disappointing there, because that was the 2 Scuderias in 2nd and 3rd, so I'm not sure if there's been a collision there. Absolutely missed that while I was talking about the Silverstone Grand Prix being full capacity, so apologies for that. But yeah, Garcia now down to 9th place, so yeah, hopefully they'll be able to see a replay with that, with 13 minutes to go.
Fastest sector for Moore at 28 seconds. It's 12 minutes and 45 seconds to go until the end of the race here, and at the moment Pal's had nothing to worry about. The one who's gained the most places, though, looks to be if I can get. Sorry, I've just missed out the leaderboards.
Marty, I think she's gone to 10th
Or-
place now.
Yeah.
Made 6
Well,
positions. Koyama, I think, has gone 5 positions. Who's gone to 8th. That was 3 wide going into turn 3 there. That was fantastic.
Whirlwind has gone up by 6 places, I think. She's currently 5th.
So
But, yeah, Garcia and Marty having a whale of a time. Garcia, of course, was 3rd, but now she's 9th.
Yeah, so a lot of making up to do. A lot of people are still going on the chats in terms of where to watch the race. The actual W Series have on their website had like a specific section to say where you can watch the actual racing, so you can put the country in and actually see if you can view the racing from there. So anybody who's joining in from the stream, looks like it just ran completely wide watching the replay there from Garcia. I want to see that again. Obviously, great to have the runoff there, but looked like it just went straight off the track. So I'm not sure if that was a break, tyre lockup, or. But yeah, best thing to do is to obviously check out the W Series website to see the best place to watch. But...
And don't forget to subscribe, folks. I like what Felipe Queens has put. Where is the video? You know, the vrum vrums. Vrum, 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 vrum. But, yeah, about 11 minutes to go. There's a lot of changes because one of the cars has gone off. And I think, is that Ardest who's gone off? No, it's M. Garcia for the Puma team. And it looks as though her car's packing up.
Oh, yeah.
That's why she's going down the leaderboard, if people are wondering.
Well, yesterday, actually, an interesting point. I think they've had to change it today for B Garcia and M Garcia, because yesterday in the qualifying it just said Garcia twice. Because obviously there's 2 Garcias in the W Series this time round, so they had to highlight it a bit differently today, because I think people were still getting confused yesterday. So they've obviously had to change that over today, which is good. But it looks like actually that there is more wheel-to-wheel action going on now. Jamie Chadwick's still in and around that 15th, 16th position place, so still not making up the gains from having that issue with Jessica Hawkins a little bit earlier on in the race. Still down in 15th position.
Yeah, they're just showing the replay now, and yeah, you can tell the car just packed up. It was too slow, all the cars going past. And even her teammate in the other Puma going past, no problem.
Oh, so I'm getting a lot of Jessie B saying that no live racing. They're only showing highlights of the W Series in Australia. That's not good at all.
I don't get that, because I just feel like if you're only going to show highlights and no one's got the rights to show the race, then someone should just pick it up.
Yeah. If W Series, if you're watching it, we're happy to show the racing live. Just don't copyright us. We'll work a deal in. We can show it to everybody around the globe. Just want to obviously let you guys know that we're happy.
Then they'd want DC commentating instead of us.
DC can sort of chip in with some analysis if he wants to.
Exactly, he could be our co-guy. I'm surprised Sky Sports F1 don't just pick this up, to tell you the truth, and just put it on their channel.
Yeah, no, I think again. I think Sky Sports actually having it in Germany and some of the others like Sky Sports in maybe France. Well, it might not be France actually, but I'm sure Sky in Germany are showing the racing for the W Series. So yeah, I'm surprised maybe that they haven't picked that up at all. And that's not really a great position to park that car. I know the car's given up, but
no.
Sector 2 obviously
That's
yellow
it.
flags, but.
I mean, that's literally the priority when you know you can't finish the race. It's where do you leave the car?
Yeah.
With whatever you've got left in the tank, I guess.
Oh,
But no,
Chadwick, they're running over the yellow curbs there. That's
It's gone way over. Safety car deployed, apparently.
really.
Yeah, according to race control.
What safety car we got this weekend? Is it the Mercedes or the Aston Martin?
I take it we didn't see that in qualifying.
No. Oh, it's the red Mercedes.
I was going to say, you may as well save your money and get more out of it. Probably the safety car drivers are thinking, oh, damn it, I got another shift now.
Yeah, he was having a coffee in the canteen and they'd gone safety car deployed. He's had to run out there with his coffee.
Yeah, he was like, oh, 8 minutes left. Of course, this safety car will, of course, delay a little bit. And, of course, the time's running down. But that helps Powell out.
Yeah.
But that means more gets closer to her for when they do the restart.
Yeah. And again, I don't think tyre wear is really an issue because obviously with the timing just being about half an hour, there's no real issue with obviously them having to pit. But depending on maybe tyre warm up as well, if that has an effect, maybe more could sort of overtake Powell just as the racing gets underway. Hopefully it gets underway and they can get the car off before the sort of time limit goes down. I've just got around halfway, 7.5 minutes to go still. So hopefully they can get that Garcia's car off the track in time. It looks like there is a bit of a gap actually, so I take it back. I think hopefully they should be able to wheel that car away. Yeah. Closing up the racing for the last few minutes as well. So yeah, hopefully we can get a few overtakes to go. I think this might be a good point for Chadwick, actually down in 15th position. They've sort of closed the pack up, so hopefully she can overtake a few drivers before the time limit goes down. But yeah, let's wait and see really.
In case you wonder, yeah, the car's still there. They're not sure. They're having that awkward conversation between the marshals and all that, going, what do we do with it? Do we get the tractor in? What?
Yeah, why
I've never been in this
They're
position.
just standing there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, now they're crossing the road.
Great. Maybe the time won't be. Maybe the time limit will go down.
I do wonder if that has been paused, because the time limit's not on my screen anymore. So I'm wondering if they do pause it.
I think I've still got it counting down on mine.
Oh no, sorry, sorry, I'm wrong. Yeah, 6.5 minutes to go. There's no sign. I didn't see any messages to say that they're going to restart the next lap or anything,
No.
but they're still behind the safety car. So currently we've got Powell, Moore, Visser third, Kimi Lainen, who wants to be clearly named after Kimi Räikkönen, and Kovalainen in fourth, Allwind fifth, Hawkins sixth, Kuriyama seventh, Garcia eighth after starting in the top three, Marty ninth, Tomaselli 10th, Perea in 11th with Sido Kova in 12th, Eaton 13th, Dist 14th, Chadwick all the way down in 15th after her collision early on in this race, Agwin 16th, Cook 17th, and M. Garcia all the way at the back in 18th,
Yeah,
who was retired from the race.
Yeah, the car looks like
Still
it's
parked,
still
yeah.
there. I missed a comment earlier, actually. I don't know if you...
If you really want to know, Jack, M. Garcia is 3 laps behind according to my live leaderboard.
Excellent.
That I've got access to that
Yeah.
you sadly can't
Yeah,
get.
annoyingly. But yeah, thank you obviously for letting us know. At least I know where the lap count is, I suppose. I don't know if you answered it earlier. Greg Livingston obviously has been on the chat as well, so thanks, Greg, for popping in. I don't know if he's sort of gone off by now, but I said I've got work soon, guys. So what streams are you doing later? Well, obviously the Wales-Denmark game, a crucial game. I'm going to be watching that with a nice beer, I'm sure, with the game against Denmark. So it looks like a couple of people are already waiting for that stream as well. So yeah, that'll be a little bit later on, just over an hour's time. And then of course we've got the F1 tomorrow, as well as the MotoGP. So action-packed in terms of motorsport as well. Is there a game on tomorrow as well? Or?
Yes, Belgium, Portugal we're going to do tomorrow night.
Ooh.
So do join us for that.
So hectic
of course,
weekend in terms of streams.
Yeah, if you love your sport and you want to do these sport watch-alongs with us, or watch parties as some like to call it, do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. We do all the motorsport of MotoGP, F1, of course, W Series, snooker, football, golf. Love it how I said snooker first after that.
It looks like, actually, I don't want to speak Jamie, but it looks like the safety car's coming in now. So
it is, yeah, they're ending now. So they're just warming up the tyres again. But yeah, Jack and I will be doing the Austria race tomorrow, well, Styrian Grand Prix for the F1 tomorrow. So join us at 2 o'clock for that. MotoGP Dutch TT is on at 1 o'clock tomorrow, and that's the last MotoGP race until August. So they have their summer break after this weekend, a little bit earlier than the F1 do. Anyway, here we go then. 3 minutes 50 seconds to go as they approach turn 1. Powell leading. It seems like she'll have a clean first turn. Oh, nearly going between Kimi Lainen and Visser there for third and fourth. They come out. It is very close. It's a straight line at the moment, but I'm sure there'll be a few manoeuvres. It looks as though there might be at the moment. It is, yeah. Chadwick going over Dist there. No problem. Down the straight.
And none of this F1 DRS as well. It's just pure racing. Oh, who's that?
Oh, it's Visser. She was third. And so's Tomaselli. Tomaselli must have collided, because on my leaderboard, she's going down with her.
Oh. Not what they needed with only 3 minutes to go. I can only see one car that spun around at the same time. So was there two maybe that we missed at that point?
I think there were two, Tomaselli and Visser, who went, which is
Kimi Lainen's up to third.
Yeah, Kimi Lainen up to third. So at the moment, well, let's have a look. Here's the replay. Oh yeah, oh, she went right into her. She went right into the car. There was no. Oh, that's a shame.
That's a Vettel Leclerc from last year when was it Leclerc went straight over Vettel's.
And it was that corner probably.
Yeah,
that
it was,
corner
yeah.
is the devil, isn't it? I mean, we all remember Perez and Albon as well at the last few laps in one of those corners.
Yeah.
And
Whoa! Look at this.
oh.
3 wide.
Yeah, free on the straight. Oh, one gone in front of the other.
This is mad.
How's she gonna do it? I think it's Marty up front.
Ooh,
Oh.
gone wide there. We have to give the
Well,
position,
she
surely.
should get back. Oh, Garcia, I think, yeah. Well, it's still Powell ahead with 2 minutes to go. We might have an overlap after that 2 minutes, folks. We'll find out. But anyway, either way, Powell's loving it.
Yeah.
Because she's got no one around her and she can get further away while the rest are playing with each other, basically.
Oh!
Oh!
Brilliant.
Another
Absolutely
collision.
brilliant.
That looks like it was Eaton and Pereira that
Oh.
time. Sorry, Piera, I think it is. Oh, there's a late one there, late break. Oh, lock up. Oh, there's another one.
Oh,
Oh,
this is madness. A few minutes to go.
it's on green flag somehow.
I think the race directors have just given up.
Agrin's gone down to 13th.
Oh, that was a
Cook now
terrible
to
lock-up.
11th. Cook up to 11th. She's gone past Des. Yeah, it was a terrible lockup, but fair play to her.
Yeah.
The lockup was that committed. She still didn't go off the track. At least she didn't do a Lewis Hamilton from Azerbaijan at the end of that race.
That would have been a Mark Webber scream right there if that had happened.
I can watch that all day. I kept thinking at first it was Billy Monger.
Yeah, I think he didn't want to take credit for that.
Raw Wind is now up to third.
Slipstream in there.
Oh, there's 3 of them.
Oh,
Oh! I thought she was going to push her to the barrier there on the straight. And, one of them had to go off. Who was that? It was Marty who went off, and she's gone down to 9th because of that. Chadwick up to 8th.
Yeah, Chadwick's making the moves now. We said with a few minutes to go when the safety car went in, this is a perfect opportunity when after the safety car for Chadwick to make the places. Again, 3 wide. Look how close they are. Don't see this much in F1. The people watching and left at the grandstand will be missing out if they've gone home early from watching the qualifying, that's for sure. This is a great race so far.
Yellow flag with 5 seconds to go, so at the moment, I think we'll probably have another lock-up there.
A terrible lock-up.
And that was Kimi Leinen.
Oh,
She's
no,
completely
not from
lost.
third place.
She's
gone?
lost 3 positions there.
Oh,
She's now down to 9th.
God.
And Warwind at 3rd, and now Kimi Leinen's gone down to 10th. Sidakova has taken over there. Yeah, good race. Oh, she lost her front wing. I thought for a moment one of the cars had a faulty front wing. Now, it's on yellow flags. That means no one can overtake.
not in the second sector. But,
Oh, not in the second
but
set.
I'm
okay.
pretty sure. Oh, there's a pass possibly there. I was going to say there won't be any overtakes here, but it looks like there
No,
might be.
there's quite a few. This is into the final corner of the lap, I think. Yeah, so there must be one
Is this
more lap
last
to
lap?
go.
Yeah, I was going to say Powell's
Maybe.
still leading, but time has gone down to 0.
I think Powell's the only one who's had.
Whoa! Front wing gone!
Oh!
Front wing gone!
I thought it went. I thought it went. I was saying.
You
I
called it.
called it. It looked damaged. I didn't think it was gonna.
That's gone now. She's going to have to
surely
lose
there's no
some
steering.
places. Yeah, lose some places now. Surely.
While she's continuing, and what's she gonna do?
Gotta keep going. One lap to go, but I mean, whoa! Was that, I think that was a
oh,
lock-up.
they've
Yeah.
just gone off at the wrong time. The cameras.
Yeah.
I was interested to see what was going on there.
Check the order. Somebody dropped down because that was a lock up there.
Yeah, Kimi Leinen.
Is that who it is that had lost the front wing?
Well, she's 12th at the moment. She was at 9th at one point, so I think it might be her. Oh, another line. Oh, she's still going, Kimi Leinen.
Yeah,
there
they're
you
all
go.
them lockups now because no downfall. Oh, someone's gone on the gravel as well.
Ooh, that's Cook. Yeah, it's Cook. So now that means she's 15th. I didn't see this, but Pereira has gone out the race. So M. Garcia and Pereira have gone out of the race.
Must
Those
be
are the
that
two.
tangle, yeah.
So only 16 drivers remaining out the 18 come the last lap.
But
or so.
comfortable for Powell, Jamie, as she crosses the line now.
Yeah, she's had nothing to worry about, and what a moment for her. Fair dues to her. She wins the Styrian Grand Prix, and she'll hope for another race like that on the same circuit
Brilliant.
next weekend.
British 1-2 for Moore as well in second place.
Warwinder's got to get a lot of credit. She's gone up by 6 places, I
Yeah.
think, today. So she gets third. She might get driver of the day, maybe, if they're doing that.
Well, I have to say, 30 minutes or not, that was fantastic. I know they're still
I
crossing the
loved
line
that.
now, but that was brilliant.
That was a fantastic race. I think F1 can learn a thing or two from that.
Yeah.
But it literally had people changing positions all the time. The only thing that didn't change was the front row.
Yeah.
So
Powell
yeah,
and
Alice
Moore.
Powell, the winner.
Yeah, Powell and Moore quite comfortable, really, even after the safety car restart. It's the rest of them from third downwards was the pure entertainment going on there. I think Powell and Moore had it pretty much covered, but yeah, absolutely fantastic job by Alice Powell there, and obviously Sarah Moore in second place as well. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Jamie Chadwick managed to get up to 7th place as well. But yeah, loads of lockups there, and obviously losing the front wing as well. Was that Kim Alainen, did you say, who lost the front wing at that point?
Yeah, and because of that, she finished outside the points in 14th.
Going to see hopefully the standings as well now, just to maybe go through the full order from the end there. But yeah, what an entertaining race, Jamie. I think 30 minutes actually was a pretty good sort of time for the race, actually, to highlight that. I think that was good bit of, obviously.
Yeah, there's no runaway, was there?
No.
No runaway drivers. It may happen in future races, I'm not sure. But again, Austria is such a good race circuit. I think them having 2 races there on the calendar, you can't go wrong. It's like having Turkey twice. Or Azerbaijan twice. You're not going to say no to them. But I've got the leaderboard here on my screen, so I could go through it for you. So yes, Alice Powell winning the opening race of the season, so that's 1 out of 8 for her. Moore in second place to make it a British 1-2. Warwin coming from what I believe was 8th or 9th or something like that. She was able to go all the way up. Actually, I've got the picture here. So Warwin from qualifying was 9th. So yeah, she's gone up 6 places. Belén Garcia, what a recovery from her. She was 3rd at the start of the race, then she kept going down, and she was in like the bottom. She was in the bottom 8, I think, or
Had
something
that
like that.
collision, yeah.
Had that collision. For her to get 4th, I think she
Yeah.
deserves a bit of a pat on the back there, just to get some points out of this race, and some high points as well. So
Yeah.
Belén Garcia, which is funny enough, if you're watching Belén, hope you're well, because I actually have a friend called Belén Garcia. So it's weird having someone with the same exact name from Spain, and they're both from Spain. We got Hawkins, who was 5th. Jessica Hawkins, only gone up by 1 place, but she'll take that, I'm sure, after the crazy race we've just seen. Kuriyama, well, what a race for her, from 13th to 6th place. Jamie Chadwick didn't have a great qualifying whatsoever, but with the collision she had behind her car at the early laps of this race, I think she'll be happy to get some points in the top 7 there. Marty in 8th. Marty started in 16th, so another one with a good race after a poor qualifying. In 9th place was Sidakova. Ardest finishes in the top 10. So that was your top 10. In 11th we had Agrin, who's from Norway. She started 10th but has gone down by 1 place. Tumaselli 12th, Visser 13th. Kimi Lainen, who sadly had the unfortunate front wing come off her with the last couple of laps. She was able to finish but not inside the points, so she finishes in 14th, Cook 15th, Eaton 16th, and the 2 drivers that didn't finish the race, Pereira missed out by 3 laps, and Ferem Garcia 5 laps at the end. So that was your basically your leaderboard for the race today. Let us know in the chat page, folks, what did you think of the race? So yeah, do get in touch. Jack, your thoughts?
Yeah, do you know what? I very much enjoyed that race. That was a really enjoyable. I think after watching the sort of technical of the Formula One, obviously with the qualifying, the structure and how it goes, it looks like obviously the 30-minute timer, but everything's sort of thrown out the window. The full kitchen sink gets thrown in terms of the W Series racing. 30 minutes, no pit stops, no tyre issues. Let's just go and race each other, and I think absolutely was a great one. We saw loads of lockups, spins. Obviously Jamie Chadwick and Jessica Hawkins had that turn 1 issue as well, which saw Chadwick go further down the order. We obviously saw Garcia have a collision as well. Like you said, Kim and Linen lost their front wing. Loads of lockups at the end as well. So yeah, absolutely really enjoyable race. But most importantly for Alice Powell, started first and finished first as well. Also in terms of Sarah Moore, in second place as well, finishing in second. So yeah, great job from the two Brits, 1 and 2. Obviously Chadwick getting further up the order as well. But yeah, absolutely really enjoyable race. So like I said, Austria sort of provides this good racing and obviously some wheel-to-wheel action sometimes. And yeah, looking forward to obviously having the Austrian Grand Prix, the second race for the W Series there next weekend as well. So they're just showing obviously some highlights. But yeah, really comfortable win from Powell, and obviously we'll take that going into the next race. But yeah, obviously Jamie, you went through the running order. I'll just quickly say, you know, what were your thoughts on that? Because obviously first race really of watching the W Series.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Obviously we got confirmation from Burgoyne in our live chat page that they are F3 cars basically. That's why we saw a bit of a slow start. So that's why the cars are not as quick as those F1 cars that you normally see, folks, if you do watch your Formula 1 each weekend. But no, I enjoyed it. I think it's funny though, because I've seen quite a few race series that are only on for like half an hour, 40 minutes, like the MotoGP.
Yeah.
And a lot happens in such a short space of time. And I do wonder, should an F1 race be shorter?
Yeah.
For it to create that kind of near competition?
Well, I think it'd be interesting.
Like to see it.
I was going to say, we don't want to cut in, but I think it'd be interesting in terms of the sprint races that they're doing. First one at Silverstone, actually.
Oh yeah, they haven't done that yet, have they?
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
I think, is there 3 sprint races this season, I think? So obviously it'll be interesting to see whether that's a bit like what we've just seen from the W Series as well, like a short race format on the Saturday. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that has an effect. Maybe F1 have seen it and obviously what been watching the W Series, maybe use the sprint race to see if that actually is an enjoyable format for Formula 1 to obviously bring that maybe forward, maybe more races in the future. But yeah, absolutely, I agree. Obviously, I'm not that much into MotoGP, but I did that live stream with you, and it was absolute chaos for only a short amount of time and short laps. So I definitely think there's something to look into there, maybe in terms of the Formula 1. But I think any changes that happen in F1, fans are a little bit like skeptical. Obviously, we've seen qualifying changes in the past that just really haven't worked, and I think whenever there's any mention of any changes that may be taking place in F1, fans are not too sure about it. So a new sort of race format like the W Series, it's only in its second year, sort of having this race format. I think it's it's been really great, and obviously absolutely enjoyed it. Like you said, maybe not as fast as Formula 1 with them being F3 cars, but still very much exciting, and a lot of wheel-to-wheel racing. See 3 or 4 cars wide going into some of the corners there. So yeah, you don't get that much in terms of the F1 at the minute. So yeah, great result all round, really.
We've just had the top 3 getting interviews done by Ted Kravitz after they finished in the top 3. Well, we're now talking to them. So I mean, you have pretty much got the same kind of presentation as the F1 for the TV, which is, the post-race interviews, parking the car at the front and all that, after the race. So really, they are giving them that same kind of moment in a way, same kind of format, etc. So it is great for these female racers, and I'm sure for a lot of them who've come back from the first season, must straight away think this is already a lot better and feels like a step up for the racing series. So it is great to watch. But yeah, of course, as Jack mentioned, the next race will be next weekend in Austria. So do join us for that. We'll be doing that as well. Of course, there's other racing to look forward to this weekend, though. So tomorrow we have the MotoGP Dutch TT. That's at 1 o'clock, followed by the F1 Austrian Grand Prix at 2 o'clock. Jack will join me for that one. And of course, there is football on in just a bit. Wales versus Denmark. Luke Tanner and Joe Stanley will be there for that one. And of course, we got Belgium, Portugal tomorrow. What are you thinking, Jack? Do you think Wales will do it? I was in Wrexham before, and there's a lot of Wales shirts being worn.
I think it's going to be the toughest game. Although Italy was a a great game. I think ultimately Italy already knew they were through, so, and obviously, to get that, I suppose, get that 1-0, even though it was a 1-0 loss, still with 10 men, I think it was a good result from Wales, really, and obviously getting through the group. But I think this might be the sort of toughest test so far, in terms of obviously going into this this last 16 sort of tie. No Welsh fans at all. I think there'll only be maybe a major few, depending if they've already sort of been travelling around Europe at the time, but no one's been allowed to go.
Yeah, that's annoying. I hate that. And there's actually quite a few in Amsterdam.
Yeah, I was thinking if they've maybe gone
pictures.
If they've gone from maybe Rome or something, but I wasn't sure like the travel listing and the restrictions. Maybe if any Wales fans would be allowed to go. So I'm glad that maybe there might
Denmark
be a few
fans there.
I think Denmark are okay in terms of Denmark and Netherlands sort of being able to travel. So I think
it's not fair, is it?
Yeah, I think there'll be a lot more sort of Danish fans there for the match. But I think Wales still have a great chance. I think I'd like to see us go through. I think we've obviously got the team to go through. Denmark are still a good side, don't get me wrong, but I think Wales are sort of pretty much matched in the key players they have in the team as well. So I'd like to think we go through, but I mean anything's a bonus. Just to get out of the group, I suppose, was something good enough for Wales, really. So yeah, let's just wait and see. But yeah, another great match really to have on the Let's Talk Sport watch-alongs.
We're just seeing the podiums now before we wrap up. So of course, oh, there they go. Here come the champagne.
Ferrari, is it the Ferrari?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'd love to know how much those bottles cost. They must be a fortune. But at the same time, they might be sponsored. It might get them the bottles for free if they put their logo on it.
I think it's an actual drinks company called Ferrari as well.
I have heard of them,
but I'm pretty sure it's a different company. It's not obviously the car Ferrari, but I'm pretty sure.
It'd be a bit awkward when Mercedes win a race.
But I'm pretty sure it is a Ferrari. But yeah, it's obviously just highlighting on the screen, like we've mentioned. Obviously, race 2 is only next Saturday because of obviously the back-to-back. In Austria and Styria, the Styrian Hills, but then obviously we go on to the next race, which will be at Silverstone. Like I said, that will be a more capacity crowd. They're hoping for more fans at Silverstone, so hopefully that will be another great spectacle for the W Series as well, to have more fans watching the race, I'm sure. But yeah, obviously, thank you so much everybody for watching this. Annoyingly, I couldn't get the live timing screen, so you've been seeing the actual qualifying grid order on the screen. So hopefully now we know that we might be able to get the live timings on the actual W Series website now as well. Then that'll be great for the future. But yeah, annoyingly, we're getting a lot of people in the chat not being able to watch it, but I'm sure hopefully there'll be links somewhere to be able to see the racing again. But Jamie, thank you very much for joining us on this first race watch along for the W Series, and obviously
you're welcome.
We hope obviously everybody else has enjoyed the stream as well. Like I said, Jamie, like we've got a few like he's mentioned, a few watch alongs still to go. The Wales Denmark a little bit later, and obviously a lot of motorsport tomorrow as well. But yeah, thank you very much everybody for joining us, and we will see you all in the next race watch along. So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you all soon.